Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's a fun day today for me because I'm starting off on another project to really get back into some of those sales skills trainings that I'm very familiar with doing. And going back through a lot of things that I know and that I've written into curriculum for years. I'm working on a new ebook, so I'll let you know when it's out. And then there's a lot of offers that will follow from that, meaning classes, etc. But my favorite thing to do is to help other people get what is inside them out and effective and working. So as I was thinking today, I have many, many friends, good morning, that are looking to become a coach or a mentor. But there's more than just their life experience that you want to check out when you're choosing that um, support system for you. And a coach and a mentor is someone who supports you to look at what you've been ignoring, supports you to look at what it is maybe is a gap between what you do know and where you want to go, and to also look at if have you just chosen one path of multi-level marketing, but maybe it's not enough because we can put too many eggs in one basket. So maybe you need variety, but you can choke if you take it on all at the same time. So I realize as I look back, I've acquired some multiple streams of income, but I always got one established before I went to the other. So as a mentor, I really ask people when they come to work with me is where do we need to focus first? And where do we need to sharpen your saw? So let's go back to what uh, Stephen Covey said in his 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You have to give yourself time to sharpen your saw. So today I started with a question in my description that says, how do you know who to buy? How do you know who to buy? Well, if you're looking at a mentor or a coach, you might want to look at how do they sharpen their saw? What are they doing to stay sharp? What are they doing to have new perspectives? What are they doing to share with others? Who are their clients? Ask for referrals. All of those things are okay questions to ask. So, as a mentor, I actually see myself similar to a carpenter. Yeah, like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, a carpenter has all these tools in their toolbox, don't they? They have 3 or 4 different kinds of hammers, with little round heads, balls on the heads, a claw on it. They have all sorts. They have saws of different lengths and sizes and types, and they have miter boxes to make sure everything is accurate before they cut. What's the carpenter rule? Is always measure twice. Don't just don't just measure once. Measure twice. Make sure you got everything lined up. Because guess what? You can't glue that piece of wood back together and make it effective again. And so that's why I liken a mentor or a coach, a good one, to a carpenter. They're going to be able to help you look at your toolbox and decide what is not in that toolbox that you could use. So I realized last year, early 2020, that there were some more things I could do in my toolbox. My sales skills were sharp as always, but it wasn't just sales skills. I needed to have some email skills. I needed to have some other marketing skills. I needed to understand the strategies of posting. And so, even though all of those were new perspectives to me, the content behind them wasn't. So the strategies were new. How to write a post is similar to just trying to write a teaching point. Everything adapted into my background and made it easy for me to become a mentor to many. But I realized that not all of us looking for solutions always know who to buy. You need some criteria out there. So, first of all, you really want to go looking for that coach or that mentor when you understand what's not working for you and you have some idea of where you might have a breakdown in skills. I want to call it a breakdown because you may have a lot of skills, but you haven't learned how to apply them in the arena of attraction marketing. You may not have learned how to take that skill you have talking at coffee groups into a sales process. So, anytime a person is making a lot of choices, there's a lot of questions they need to ask. And actually, a coach is going to ask you those questions. And if a coach doesn't hear that you're clear on your goals and your objectives, they're going to ask you, what is it that would be measurable for you? And if you can't come up with what's measurable, I'm going to ask you two questions. Do you want to discover what your measurable is, so we can spend time together? Or do you want to know a little bit more about what you want before you choose me, or I tell you to work with someone else because they're better suited to you? Now, as a salesperson, I've been able to do that for years. As a salesperson, as a mentor, as a coach, I highly recognize when somebody's not going to work as well with me as they might with somebody else. So a good coach and a good mentor will want the business, but they also will know when they can serve you and when maybe it's not the right time to serve you. Maybe what they have is something in addition to what you need and you need some basics. Maybe they have connections for you in all sorts of ways. And then a lot of times, what's missing for many people nowadays is that they don't have enough contacts. So if you want a coach to help you build contacts, well, then you buy a coach per job. Help me build an email list. Okay, we got a task. We can go for that. So there's no one formula coach mentor situation is what I'm trying to say. So go in with a lot of questions. And then I want to talk to you about something else that's going on in your head. You have a lot of voices in there that are going to want an opinion on the decisions you make. And I highly recommend you identify those voices. So what do I mean, identify a voice? Well, let me tell you what you got in your head. As a buyer, you have the voice of the last bad decision you think you made. Whatever that decision was, buying a car, buying vegetables, whatever. When you have a voice in your head that says you make bad buying decisions, you are going to have a harder time hearing what a coach or a mentor is offering. But that's what a coach or a mentor is for, is to help you find that voice and decide, is it something you want to manage? The same thing is, what if you have someone in your family that says, you keep spending money on too many of these courses, these projects. When is it going to stop? So you have a voice in the back of your head that's saying, oh, is this the time? Can I stop after this? Well, let me tell you, as human beings, we always have to grow. If we don't grow, then we don't keep our home fires working and we don't have the energy to share with others and to help them grow their business. So if you're in network marketing, you need to have the energy to help others grow their business, but you may need some more skills so that you can help them. So all of these are voices you have in your head that are interfering with you making good decisions and choices for yourself. So sometimes you're going to use a mentor or a coach just to help you make good decisions for yourself. Because if they're good, they're going to know you have all those voices in your head and they're going to ask you about them. So some people simplify this conversation with, well, what's your pain? Well, your pain could be that you need more money in the bank account. But the true pain is what's keeping that from happening. So it could be the voice that doesn't trust you to make good buying decisions. It could be the voice around you don't know what you need, or it could be the voice of others in your head telling you make bad decisions And so you don't know how to have those choices. So I make things safe for people. I know all that's going on up there. I've known that for years. As I train salespeople and other people, I know that those are the conversations they're coming up against. Um, and if you don't trust yourself to be a good decision maker, then that's another reason you want to talk to me. You just take 15 minutes with me, and I'll help you find 3 ways to make a better buying decision. And whether it's me or someone else, I'm going to set you up with the tools in that 15-minute conversation to trust your decision making, to step forward into whatever it is that you need to do for your business. And this is going to sound ludicrous to some of you, right? Because everybody says, buy me, buy me, buy me. Well, yeah, I'm for sale. My time is for sale. I'm a mentor. I'm a coach. I own all of that. But you know what? You have voices that need to be disowned. And I like to help you disown the voices that are getting in the way of your success. So if you have, what I know is there's probably over 20 voices in your mind. And let's qualify voice. Voice is experience, a life experience that pops up at the most odd, unusual times telling you, oh my God, you're going to do this again? Or it says, wait a minute, remember the last time? Or how do you know this one's going to be better? All of those voices are in your head, right? Yeah, I got your number. And then you've got the one that says, well, what will my husband say? What will my wife say? What will my partner say? Or you have the one that says, what will my friend say? My friend that told me not to do this again because it's just stupid. Well, what's your friend doing? Are they hiding in a closet? Are they building their business? They're not building their business. Or if you've got a voice that say, well, I should just do it Susie's way. I should just do it Mary's way. Look, the voices in your head are not always your friend. So the reason you go to an outside person is so the outside person can help you sort those voices. Then when you hear yourself clearly, you're in a better position to choose for yourself. So how is it people know who to buy when they're buying a mentor or a coach? It really comes down to that person that gets you and you get them. It's that simple. I have a lot of answers, but if you don't get me, we don't have a relationship. My recordings, hello, good morning. My recordings are always on my YouTube channel, and so thank you for asking. And you can click the link for StreamYard and always come in and comment on my posts because I love to conversation with you while you're doing it. So thank you, love that. But my conversations and my videos are on Marla Copal on YouTube. So look me up. They post directly to there after this. I don't do any editing. I don't do any fancy stuff. But go out there, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for the request and the information. Also, if you want to have a personal conversation with me, get a hold of me, successwithmarla.com. But I really enjoy having conversations with people, whether I know them or not. So thank you very, very much this morning for popping in. And so what I wanted to just conclude with today is you are all making buying choices every day of your life. Those buying choices that you make every day are in competition with all the voices in your head. So if this is really a time in your life where you need to step up your game, you've got a multi-level marketing company, but it's not enough. You need more tools. Something seems not working. Your team isn't growing. The reason people talk to me is let's sort it out. What is step one? Step one, and then when we find that step one could be education, well, I have a lot of education that I can share with you for an economical cost. What if it's you think you've got a great idea that you want to launch in an e-course? Well, do you know I have a background in curriculum design? I can help you parse out that e-course and make it doable. Get it out of your head. Get it on a piece of paper. So I'm a sorter of solutions. That sounds funny, but there's no one solution fits all. Each of you are in a different place. Is your place. Your place is your place. So we play from your place. If you're already on second base, we'll take you to third. If you're standing behind home plate, deciding, no, I don't know if I should start, that's where we start. If you're on first base, you got to first base. Now let's look at what second base looks like for you and what's stopping you. So I look forward to talking to you. You just get a hold of me, successwithmarla.com. And I have a new education platform for some of you, but you got to ask me about it because I can send you an invitation and I want you to meet some international people that could be somebody that you want to connect with in your business adventures. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.